See, a lot of these properties that you see out here, you have several different people who come out and do work. Like this one looks like someone may have started the rehab, and they came in, they built the front deck of the portion. For whatever apparent reason, the property is still sitting. This whole area here in Atlanta, it's changing. I've been watching it for years. The builders are in here, the developers is in here. You have several different individual investors that's inside these properties. Some could be rehabbed, some can be complete, new construction. As we walk around here, you'll get to see like there's several builders doing, multiple different, aspects of, just of the remodeling portion of it. Like this one right here definitely can be a straight gut rehab. It doesn't necessarily have to be a tear down. It's a lot of work. Foundation and structural is okay. And you had a bunch of people, that's already in here already. This property right here is actually a really, really beautiful property. It's a corner property, and this is what they're doing here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's changing for the better. Multiple areas, new construction, new development. So what we do here at Dawkins Development Group, we don't only focus on the end contractors or the end buyers or just homeowners who's looking to do remodeling. One of our niches is we work with multiple investors on investment properties. If you sit back and look at this one on this corner, this is a complete gut rehab. However, foundation, needs a little bit of work, but overall, this house right here it's a beauty. If you're an investor and you're thinking about buying, flipping, and selling properties, let's fix and flip Atlanta. This is where New York meets Atlanta. DDG has been developed over a 21-year span of building and remodeling homes in Atlanta, Georgia. We decided that we wanted to expand the company. We're originally from New York. One of our niches and one of our specialties is design, build, construction, where we focus on working directly with investors. If you're an investor in the metro Atlanta area and you're looking for that complete turnkey contractor, that would be us. Not only that, we have our footprint in the market, of looking for properties of our own, we have a niche situation that's designed to maximize your profits. When you look at a lot of these homes, a lot of times investors, they're not sure of the construction costs, and contractors always lowball jobs in order to get jobs, and then their investment is down the drain. When working with Dawkins Development Group, especially when you see properties like this, we can come in, we can assess it, we can evaluate it, we can even partner up on a deal. If you own the property, we may come in and do the construction. We're looking for joint venture partners so we can go through the metro Atlanta area, so we can go ahead and clean up the communities. We want to do some new construction development projects, especially like this, this neighborhood here, on the west side of Atlanta. This neighborhood is changing, is growing, and if you go through the blocks, and I'll show you guys here shortly, there's multiple homes in this area, and there's several contractors. They doing an excellent job. You have a lot of nonprofit organizations, community programs, first-time home buyer programs, and things of that nature. And DDG, we looking to partner up with all the different local, municipalities to be your go-to contractor that understands the business, and not only understand the business, but understand the value and the purpose and the why of even wanting to, get involved into real estate investing. This property right here is it's actually a beautiful project. The more and more that I walk around, look at this house, and you look at some of the other ones in the area, this one has a lot. It has some size on it. It has a nice size lot. And I know a lot of investors who may not have all the experience of years of dealing with these type of projects. These are the type of projects that DDG like to specialize in. Most investors probably won't touch this house. The easy thing to do is for a contractor to come in here and tear it down. But you in a historical area, and just because when you look inside this home and you see the floors and everything caving in, there's ways that this project can be reconstructed to actually save the integrity of the house. I walked around the property. I did notice that the foundation collapsed in some areas due to erosion. But ultimately, this particular house right here definitely needs a new roof. That siding can be restored whether you know it or not. There's equipment and techniques we can do to bring back the original siding on this property. The whole house is definitely a complete gut, but I want to say 80% of this foundation is intact. We may have to do a little underpinning up under the foundation to kind of shore those original walls so we can get some brand new footings poured so the house doesn't settle anymore. If you're an investor and you want to fix and flip here in the Metro Atlanta area, look us up, Dawkins Development Group. You can go to dawkinsdevelopmentgroup.com. We come out, we give you consultation, we evaluate your property. We can let you know what that true construction cost will be prior to even buying the property. This one needs a complete new wire. If you look at the side of the house, you see that it has 2 meters. So at one point, someone have converted it to a 2-family house. What's happening in this area? You have 2 options. You can put it on one of the rental platforms. One of them that a lot of people know of is Airbnb, or you can turn this back into a single-family home for yourself. As you see from the front, the house is a really nice size. It needs a new roof, new siding, new porch, new HVAC system. Foundation needs to be, secured all the way through. And then everything else is just all interior. And what's really, really going to set this property off is the landscape of the property. Bringing back the natural integrity of the landscape. Like, look at this tree. This tree is beautiful. And with the age of the tree and the root system, it caused a lot of damage, in the sidewalk itself. But this is a beautiful tree that still has some life on it. Better yet, turn around, look at this one behind the house and on the side of the house. All of this right here, can be incorporated, even though it's on another property. But when you kind of do your landscaping, the only thing that this house right here is actually missing is a garage. But with the lot size, we can create a separate entrance. We can have a nice breezeway, walking from the garage, maybe into the back side of the house, open it up, into the kitchen. But overall, it's a great property. It's a great opportunity, and we here at DDG is all about partnerships. We have a network of other contractors that's reputable in the area that we build with, and we would like to bring out first-time investors, seasoned investors. We would like to partner. We would like to joint venture. We would like to share ideas, and we would like to fix and flip Atlanta. Let's come into these communities and let's really redevelop. Let's try to take some of these programs that's already existent to where we can bring more inventory to the table. So we're not just regentrifying the community. We redeveloping the community, but at the same time, with hope and opportunity, we can still, keep people in their communities. There's a lot of beautiful platforms going on here in the Metro Atlanta area, and we want to partner with them, and we want to be an advocate and show you that this is what we do. We've been doing it 21 years strong. We know the market. Our footprint is in the market. So we're not just doing commercial and residential, developments for personal clients. We work directly with builders, investors, and that's just one of our specialties. Visit us at DawkinsDevelopmentGroup.com. All three of these is available on one side of the block. Someone did this one. This one looked like this one is about 10 years old. But every last one of these is done. You pick up this one, that's one. You pick up this one, this is two. And then you pick up this one, which is three. And a few houses down on the right, they already started doing the other ones on the other side. And they're nice little homes, you know. Nice little homes. Open up, you know, do some open concepts. And as you drive through this neighborhood, every other block is major construction going on. This is a nice little one. This is the one we looked at yesterday, right here. Got a brick water table. This is the existing foundation. They just rehabbing this one. This one right here, they tore down from the bottom up. And they just coming off the. This one right here is a rehab. This whole neighborhood is transitioning. Like if you go through every block that you go through, they're constantly redoing them. And I've been coming here for years. I rehabbed a couple, you know, back over here, and back in 2007, 2008. As you start going more closer to the train tracks up on the front side, you got some more that's actually completed, but every other block you go to, there's a dumpster, so that should tell you something. And then also with the zoning signs all over the place is telling you that they actually rezoning the area. Guys doing the foundation back there. That little one on the backside I did years ago, back in that corner. This right here is an interesting block. There's a few on the block that already been done, but overall, this is a block where you come in and you just do the whole block. You just pick up every last one of them and you do the whole block, and this will get you into the back side of the community. And then you just constantly keep going block for block for block for block. Like this one on 80% of the block is available. And a lot of the homes look the same. You know, a lot of the investors, they all sharing the same story. You know, it's time to change it up a little bit. You know, bring back some architecture to the craftsmen, especially like around the moldings and stuff like that too. Because most of these homes are historical homes, or used to be at some point.
It's gonna be a nice, beautiful community all through here.
And these people they're gonna take care of these homes too, and the prices are gonna be sky high.
It's gonna become similar to Arlington, Virginia, where houses similar to this are going for over $1 million now. I mean, look at this monster here.
You couldn't come down these blocks before. I'm talking about it was so rough, and you couldn't. When I say you couldn't come down them, you couldn't literally come down them because in the middle of the street there was 50 people just standing in the middle of the road, and literally when you come through, they wouldn't move. It's kind of like they looking at you like, what you doing here?
Already cleaned up. Ooh.
Yeah, I like that.
Rental units coming soon. Property there.
They got nothing but new construction going on back in here. You drive all back on the back streets. It's active. I've been telling investors to come back here when these houses was $2,000 and $3,000. Look at that. Yeah, investors were scared to come back here. I've been trying to get them in here for years, and now the price ticket done triple. Here we go. Yeah, see, Habitat for Humanity been back here for a long time. Here we go here. This is a new construction. And that's the thing. A lot of these we can majority of them we can knock them down. That's just historic.
Whole block.
Yeah, the whole block. See, it's
Nothing
activity.
but work.
Block for block for block. This area is actually moving faster